Okay, at this time, we have Amare Grayson, also known as Bubba.
Yes, sir.
Questions for Bubba?
Well, we'll get into the name thing because that's interesting enough. But just start with getting used to West Virginia. You know the O-line coach, so how much have you had to adapt to what's going on here?
The biggest thing that I've had to adapt to is probably the weather. I'm from the South, so it don't get cold down there. And the first week I was here, it was a snowstorm, so I kind of had to get used to it. But overall, the people, I love the people. Everybody's nice and welcoming, and the coaches, it just felt like family because they were at Jack State with me my freshman year.
Is there a good story to the Bubba nickname? You got a backstory to it?
Yes. So actually, my little sister gave me that name. We're 11 months apart, so she couldn't say brother, so she'll call me Bubba. And then my parents were just like, "Yeah, your nickname's Bubba." And I was like, "All right, cool."
So when you were little,
yes,
you've been Bubba your whole life, pretty much.
Yes, sir. I didn't like it at first. Like elementary, I was like, "No, don't call me that." And then it just grew on me over time. Yes, sir.
So you've got the same offensive line coach this year as you've had the past couple of years. And different coaches will teach different little things in terms of ways to block, so you don't have to worry about changes there. But there are different offensive schemes. Some of them are gap schemes, some of them you do zone blocking. Has there been a lot of change or a lot of adjustment in moving from what you did at Jacksonville State last year to what you're doing this year?
No, it's pretty much the same thing. Coach Trickett does a great job keeping us doing the same stuff over and over again. Consistency wins a lot of things, and I've came in and adapted great to this scheme. Taking it, I was in it my freshman year, so it's not really much a big change.
So he's demanding, let's put it that way, with Coach Trickett. So you followed him though, so you must not mind it. What's that like? Playing for him?
Honestly, playing for Trickett has been probably my best decision. He's a leader of men besides being a coach, and that's what I love about him. He really cares about you as a player, and he tries to put you through hard things. So when you get out in the real world, you can go out and just be yourself, and you won't go through anything harder, I swear.
When he showed up here, and you see this little old man, and he's your offensive line coach. What went through your mind at first, and then how soon did he break that, whatever you were thinking?
So my first time actually meeting him was in high school. He came down to my school and visited, and my coach from high school, he just called me. I went in there, and I was like, "Coach is O-line?" And then, the first time I talked to him, I just felt the energy. I was like, "Yeah, this is my guy right here." And then when I stepped on campus at Jacksonville, he pretty much just said it straight. He was like, "I'm gonna coach you hard, and I'm gonna love you at the same time." And I needed that right there.
Were you aware of his background, former Marine, Vietnam, all of that stuff?
I was aware that he was a vet.
Yeah.
But I didn't know he knew how to flip the switch like this, and it threw me off the first time. I'm not gonna lie.
So you mentioned the weather. When we talked to Coach Rodriguez, he mentioned that he kind of wishes that the humidity comes from the south for practice to add an extra element. Do you kind of feel the same way?
No. I would disagree with him on that one, but I feel like it will help with our season. Taking that, humidity, we're going to play some teams that have heat and humidity, so it will help in that
What's one thing that Rick Trickett's taught you about playing the offensive line that's changed you as an offensive lineman for the better?
Basically being consistent, knowing that, hey, if I take my first step in hat placement, I'm going to get to where I need to be every time. And that has really helped me as an offensive lineman, because in high school, that was my biggest thing. I couldn't stay, consistent with one thing. It was, something different every time. So he really harped on that. And then, when you don't get it correct, we got guys that go and work on it. So that's the biggest thing that I love about how he coaches.
What's your thoughts on the boards? And will you own hardwood floors when you're an adult and you're out of here and you're an old man?
I don't know about that one, but I would say the boards, that's just that's an everyday thing. We start practice with it. That's our warm-up. We start that. We do reach blocks. That's what we do. And he harps on that a lot.
Did you get used to it? Did you understand the reasoning behind it? Did he explain it to you, or it's just like conditioned into your mind how you go about what you do?
It's pretty much conditioned in my mind. You know, like it's a mental thing. Like if I can step over this board while it's there, step over it while it's not there. You know what I mean? And that really helps with a lot of things, such as, you know, you take your steps, it's going to put you in the right place every time. So no matter what defense people throw at us, like, it will be there.
When you were transferring, how much do you compare notes with Cam Griffin, Cam Cook? Were you a package deal, or do you all have sort of your own mindset in the whole thing?
We had our own mindset, honestly, and I mean, we all had different wants that we wanted out of the transfer portal, so that was pretty much it.
How good was Cook at Jacksonville?
Cook is great. Like, when I make my mistake, he'll make me right. So that's what I love about him. And then, like, I know when I'm pass protecting, if he's in the backfield, he's going to make the block. Like, no doubt about it. He's an overall team player, and that's what I love about him.
Were you aware how cold it gets here in the wintertime, or is that something you learned when you got here?
That's something I learned when I got here. I was like, man, they not that much north. But then I looked at it, I was like, yeah, I'm going to be in for a ride.
Been nice for preseason camp, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
It can be tough for a freshman to come in and make an impact on the offensive line. Any thoughts on your teammate Kevin Brown, what he's done and what he's shown so far?
Kevin Brown is definitely a team player, and he's hard-nosed. That's what I love about him. And he brings that energy, I'm not going to lie. Like, I love him to death. That's my guy right there.
You started many games your true freshman year, right? But not the very beginning, correct?
No.
Okay. Would you have been able to start in the first couple of weeks, or did you need a few games to get your feet wet and be more comfortable, more confident?
Honestly, I just needed more time. You know, I was a freshman, so in the first couple of games that we had, they were big opponents. So Trickett has his thing where it's like, hey, like, I'm going to test the waters out with you, and then after that, like, I'm going to let you loose. In my first start, I mean, my eyes got big when I came to the sideline, but I adjusted to it for the rest of the season.
What's the feedback? Are you worried that your performance maybe it's short-lived because you didn't play great, or, you know, you played well and it was going to be good feedback and you're away you are?
Honestly, it was just nervousness. It really wasn't like me not being confident in myself. So, yeah.
Bubba, you played seemingly several positions at Jacksonville State in the offensive line. Is guard your best fit, do you think?
I mean, that's really not a question for me. It's kind of like a tricky question, but I feel like I can play every position if you put me there.
What's your thoughts when he started lining guys up in different places? Did you get the idea behind? I guess his explanation is that if I line you up at guard or tackle, you know what their problems are, and you kind of see the bigger picture. Walk us through that a little bit.
Yes. So me as a guard, sometimes you can do things that can hang out your tackle to dry. So, you know, one practice he put me at tackle and he put my tackle at guard, and it was just doing your checks and balances. Hey, how can I help this guy when I get back at tackle? So that's the biggest thing with that. It's really not.
Did it click right away? You said, "Oh, I see that. I see why he's doing that."
Oh yes, for sure.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I've been with him for a while, so it's like the same stuff I've been hearing over and over again. Yes, sir.
One of the biggest differences on paper between this year's offensive line group and West Virginia's offensive line group last year is you can tell there's a lot more snaps, a lot more experience in the group that's here now. Can you explain for people who might not be familiar with it how important that experience is on the offensive line?
Honestly, I just feel like experience goes a long way, because if you don't have game reps, it's kind of like you won't really feel too good about it as a coach.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, thank you guys.